Another lovely day here in London. Today, we're going to Buckingham Palace and seeing the changing of the guards with a special treat later this evening. This is called Green Park, which is kind of funny because it's like all brown. Fancy, huh? We need those. A dark mossy castle? It will be in like 600 years probably. Speaking of gold, check that out. Clark. Let him live his life.
This little kid with the blue sunglasses and a cute little outfit and cute little sneakers is in second grade is gonna have to pay for chasing after all us.
This is just gorgeous through here. Kid ruining my shot. I think this might be our tour.
Palace tour?
Yes.
We just check in with the chap in the blue polo shirt.
Okay.
You guys are with Richard. This is Richard just down here with the pink shirt and the green flag.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. How many are you? 3?
3, 2.5.
2.5.
Thank you very much.
Waiting for a couple more. It's an on-off switch.
You really get that desperate.
I'm just going to give some brief instructions as to what happens on this tour, specifically when we get to Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace, as you know, is a working palace. It's not a museum, and therefore there are certain things that we need to abide by when we get there. Photographs are not allowed. Previous years seen mobile phones being confiscated by security and the contents of that mobile phone deleted. So please don't run that risk. Guard change involves the horse guards, not the foot guards today. So if you were planning to see guards wearing bearskin hats and red tunics marching down the Mall, that won't happen today, but we will see the horse guards on Horse Guards Parade. That doesn't mean to say we'll not see soldiers with bearskin hats and tunics, but they won't be changing the guard. They'll be standing on guard outside the palaces.
Kind of bummed about the not filming thing. That's what I do. That's okay. We'll enjoy it.
You will know that George III was your last king. He's the one who lost the colonies
In Hamilton.
We called him Mad King George. And this man was in charge of the army when he was around, but he was hopeless. He was hopeless at managing the army, so hopeless that when I was a child, aged 5 and 7, 8, I learnt my first history lesson in school was about how hopeless he was at managing the army. And that history lesson came from the nursery rhyme. You might want to switch off that earpiece, I'm about to sing to you. It goes something like this. The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, then he marched them down again. Come on, let's get it. And they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Now we learned that to teach us that he really wasn't very good at managing the army on a day-by-day basis, but he was good at reorganising the army. In fact, he created an academy we call Sandhurst, which is where our officers in the army graduate from, a bit like West Point in the US. And when he died, he was well loved by his army subjects, even though he was hopeless at managing them. They all paid 1 day's pay out of their own pocket to erect this statue. So that's Prince Frederick of Hanover, Duke of York, son of George III. So, good luck. It's red because it's a royal processional route. On our left is Admiralty Arch. On our right, Buckingham Palace is down there. That's where they're heading to eventually during the Napoleonic Wars. And the same desk that he used when he commanded the army at that time. Now, a few more moments of control behind us because they're going to change the guard. Now, they don't and they wanted the dead king's son, who was in exile in France and Holland, to come back and reinstate the monarchy to this country. And they did so in 1660, 11 years after the death of his father, at a time we call the restoration of the monarchy. Now, his father, when he came back, gave a condition. I'm getting to the point of my story now. He had a condition, and the condition was, or one of the conditions, was that the soldiers who had protected him in exile would protect him when he was King of England. And it's those soldiers that you see, primarily the ones with the bearskins and the tunics, who were protecting him in exile, and they've been protecting the kings and queens' palaces and the king and queen themselves every single day since 1660. And that's why we have the guard change, and that's why these are standing in for those normal guard change today. Because no one has ever issued an order to say it needs to stop. And so they continue it even today. They're using the cavalry barracks, which are based in Knightsbridge. More horses on the new guard than there are on the old guard. That's because those horses are still on duty waiting to change through the archway. This white building is the only remaining part of a palace called Whitehall Palace. Whitehall Palace back in the day, it burnt down in 1698, but back in the day, it was a palace bigger than the Palace of Versailles. If you look back from this angle, you'll see a black dot where the position 2 should be. That is the time at which we killed Charles I. He was executed at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Remember, our Queen, what they call a constitution point. She can do 3 things for us. She has no executive power. She can advise, she can encourage, and she can warn the government. That's all she can do. She's had 14 prime ministers in her lifetime. They're not used to doing it. You can see this is their first week this year of doing it. They're a little bit nervous. Now they will stay on duty now in these 4 sentry boxes for 1 hour, and then they will rotate with those other horses that are still on that breakdown out there. In a moment or 2, they'll all come and go into their temporary stabling where those 2 horses are going now.
I bet the beast just love this.
Got a little distracted there and we lost our guide. He's like a little bit up there.
If the Queen were to die today, the Accession Council meet here. She's 96 years of age, it's been a warm day, she's had COVID, she's still grieving the death of her husband. A man in a rather splendid uniform would stand on the balcony there and proclaim that the Queen is dead. Long live the King. The Queen lived here with her husband. She, of course, was thrust onto the throne at an early age because her father, who we've just seen, died at an early age. So our current Queen became Queen very young. She was only 25/26 when she became Queen. She lived here with Philip. Philip never wanted to leave here. He wanted to stay here because he made it quite homely. Buckingham Palace, when you see it later, you will see it's not a particularly homely place. The stateroom, especially, they're very grand. 2 hours from time to time, those sentry boxes, when they were gone.
We made it to Buckingham Palace, and this might be one of the last shots that I can get until we come out. Amazing tour, well guided. The audio was lovely. We just exited through there, and now we're back out into this beautiful day. Sounds like we're going back out into the city. The hustle and bustle is right out here. We got a hungry kid here, so we're gonna try to find a place that we can get some foodage along the way. Bag o' nails? Let's go. This is perfect for us. All kinds of sandwiches and all kinds of deliciousness. And burgers.
I have an idea. What if we did 2 sharers and we all just shared it?
Yeah, we can do that. Here's the vibe in this place. That's a little out of hand. We got the samplers on multiple things here, so we're just all kind of chowing down together. And this is gonna be a lot of fun.
This is fish.
Fish. These are supposed to be sliders, but the patties are huge. We got little chickens here, onion rings. We got more chicken, and then we got French fries, or chips, I should say, and all kinds of sauces and such. That was a win of a stop. It's Bag of Nails, right here in the corner of London. Buckingham Palace is there. That's the road, Buckingham Palace Road. Easy. Check this out. Gotta get the crazy zoom. There's the guards. That's cool to see. We're back in Green Park, now known as Brown Park, and there's ice cream over here, so that's happening.
Some other kids going after the pigeons too.
Salted caramel action here.
Too salted.
Too salted, too caramely.
salty.
Let's see what Mom thinks.
I'm not sure.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's like too much.
Too much. I'll be the judge. The Parkman destroys the pigeon population of London once again. Try some salted caramel. Wow. That is rich as heck. Are you seeing this?
I scared a whole bunch of pigeons. That makes 7 more pigeons.
That one took off. It went up in the tree. She's already doing your job, Clark, man.
It is my only option. How did that get there?
Oh, we can do like some really cool wildlife photography here with this little bus behind these flowers.
I like this bus Picasso. Also, pencil sharpener.
We're gonna be seeing this later this year, but not tonight.
That place right there?
That's where we're going. We're going to see Hamilton. $32, $33, and $34. Got Clarkman a booster seat, and he's boosted up, and that's what we can see. It's weird, you're like a big man now. This place is pretty neat. You just got the no photography sign, but I did want to show the ceiling. Yeah. What'd you think? Isn't that good?
My underpants are stuck to me.
Air conditioning isn't so much of a thing over here. It feels good out here.
Oh, it feels wonderful.
3, 2, 1. We made it. That was awesome. When you sit down for 2.5 hours.
Kudos to you, little man, for
Good job, buddy.
that was 3 hours.
You did great.